Well, welcome to Exmouth. This is our old home and we've been really excited to come back and especially to show you guys all the places that we used to go and hang out on the beach.
Exmouth's always been a very transient place. When you come here, you fall in love with the place very quickly. Looking forward to showing you, and we're also looking forward to seeing what's changed and what's different. Oh, that's new, this is new. That's pretty awesome. And a nice pale ale. And a stout. It's over. First day back in Exie.
Exmouth has some community markets usually on during the peak tourist season. So it looks like there's some nice markets here. Let's go check it out.
Into Exmouth. I got one of my mates here, we used to work together for quite a few years. Haven't told him that we're coming, I haven't seen him in over a year, and I just found out whereabouts he's working. I'm going to go and surprise him. Ah, good to see you, mate. Oh. Well, this is Town Beach here in Exmouth. It's quite popular. You can drive your cars up along the whole way. Yeah, one of our favourites. On the weekend we used to come down here with our dogs and they'd have a good old swim and we'd have a relax after work. All the canals that have been built, we've painted so many houses along those canals. I reckon half the houses around the canals we've painted. And down the end of Town Beach is the beautiful Manta Ningaloo Beach Resort. It holds a special memory for us. It's where my father got married and to his wife Judy. If you want to stay in luxury, well, that's one of the places to do it. And it's right on the Exmouth Gulf. Great for waking up in the morning and watching the sun rise over the Gulf. And we all have our favourite memories of great fishing trips if you're a fisherman. Well, the Exmouth Gulf is one of those places for me. It holds a fond memory. Oh yeah, he's jumping. Day that I remember for a long time, where I went out fishing with me mate Al in his boat and my dad, and we went out chasing Exmouth sailfish. And it was the first time I ever caught a sailfish. It was awesome fun. Bit of a fight to get him in on light tackle. Yeah, baby. Eventually we landed him. Tell me what to do. We got some photos. And then we let it free to swim for another day. Look, there's a strain on that face. And then Dad, well, he hooked up to a a big long-tailed tuna, and that took him a while. It took a bit of effort to get that in. The tuna! Whoa! The old boy, well, he was pretty excited. He was pretty pumped to pull in that big long-tailed tuna. So we're now down at Bundegi Beach. Bundegi Beach is a beautiful beach here in Exmouth. It's on the Gulf side, so it's got an awesome boat ramp too, and you can launch your boat from there and head straight out to the Muron Islands. And Muron Islands are just a beautiful place for fishing, diving, snorkeling, all around the reef there. And then at the very point here, you've got the famous Exmouth Naval Pier. These days it's mainly also a dive site. A lot of people dive the Naval Pier, and it's rated one of the top 10 dive sites in the world to come and do because of all the marine life around it. And you get a lot of humpback whales migrating into the Gulf from there, and they can go straight past the Naval Pier, so it's not uncommon to dive in the Naval Pier and see a big humpback whale come past you. So you can see why it's one of the best places to come. We're at the northern point of Exmouth, northwest point. Here there's a famous wreck called the Mildura wreck, and you see it on low tide sticking out of the water. And it was a cattle ship back in the early 1900s, and it was built in Glasgow in Scotland in 1901, but it was on a voyage from the Kimberley with a whole load of cattle heading down to Fremantle 1907, and it was caught in a massive cyclone off the coast here, and the captain had done the voyage over 40 odd times, lost his bearings and hit the reef, and here it lays out at sea. Dunes, famous surf beach here in Exmouth. It's the busiest I've seen it.
Well, there's a few waves cracking today, so no wonder.
High tide, but have a look at how busy this car park is.
There was nothing in the world.
Car park is shockers.
Like your smile, like your smile. We were standing on the edge with the sand under our feet. We felt like we made it. And now that winter's come and gone, I'm 17 again. My heart is beating stronger. And every time I think of you, it's taking me back there, taking me back there. And it feels like summer. And it feels like summer. Feels like summer. And it feels like summer. Something in your eyes that made me let go. Made me let go. Made me let go. We were sleeping in the backseat, talking to the moon. Had everything we needed. And now that winter's come and gone, I'm 17 again. My heart is beating stronger. Time I think of you, it's taking me back there, taking me back there. And it feels like summer. And it feels like summer. Oh, it feels like summer. Oh,
heading up to the Lighthouse here in Exmouth to check out the amazing sunset that you get from the top there.
'Cause now that winter's come and gone, I'm 17 again. My heart is beating stronger. Every time I think of you, oh, it's taking me back there, taking me back there. And it feels like summer. Feel like summer. Feels like summer. Live for the long nights, live for the good times, and I will meet you there. I'm 21, just waiting for the girl I love to return my calls. Oh, whoa. We're 22, just me and you. We've got a plane ticket anywhere we wanna go. We're 23, just you and me. We've got a house right by the sea. By 24, I love you more than I've ever done before. Guess it's true, there are plans in everything.
We just finished our walk up the gorge. A lot of people get kayaks and kayak up the gorge. You can actually get a boat cruise up the gorge as well. There's a lot of activities you can do here up the Yardie Creek Gorge.
We're 36, we made a kid. We call her Lucy, like that song we used to sing. I'm 37 and I'm in heaven. Got my girls, got my health, everything. Guess it's true, there are plans in everything. At 51, I feel a fool, forgot our first day at school. We took the day out by the sea, showed her where you and me used to go. I think you cried, but it's okay, 'cause there were tears in my eyes anyway. Tears of joy saying, you know, this is how life should go. Guess it's true, there are plans in everything.
The colour of the water is spectacular. Everyone said that Osprey Bay was the best place for camping. You can see why they like it. It's got a little boat ramp here, some sheltered picnic tables, toilets here. Camping bays seem to be pretty well spread out. Yeah, not a bad place if you want to come up and camp.
A little harsh with my words. It's 40 years, a little late to buy the clocks if I could for you, girl. Guess it's true, there are plans.
So here in the Cape Range, they've got a lot of dingoes. You see them walking on the road, right in the park. Wild dog. Just got to make sure you don't approach them and try and feed them. Even though they look really skinny, that's the breed of the dingo. And they feed on a lot of kangaroos and turtles coming up on the beaches and turtles laying their eggs. There's plenty of food around for them and even scraps of fish.
Now I know our plans are all we have. 21, pick up the phone and don't look back.
We're going to probably one of the biggest destinations that people come to here in the Cape Range National Park, on the Ningaloo Marine Park. Everyone comes to swim Turquoise Bay.
And do the drift loop.
Yeah.
So it's going to be packed.
Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Day drinking just for something to do. You know I daydream until the late afternoon.
Are you ready for this? Time to get our snorkeling gear on.
You know I daydream until the late afternoon. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Day drinking just for something to do. You know I daydream until the late afternoon. And all I ever see inside is you. It's disappointing and anticlimactical. You read my messages but didn't get back at all. But that's the privilege of being beautiful. Dip below the surface like the springtime daffodils. And I've been sipping white lightning. It's very, very frightening. Nothing in my daydreams is ever exciting. But what did I expect from you? Didn't anticipate what a beauty queen could do. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Day drinking just for something to do. You know I daydream until the late afternoon. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Day drinking just for something to do. You know I daydream until the late afternoon. And all I ever see inside is you. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. Day drinking just for something to do. You know I daydream until the late afternoon. And all I ever see inside is you.
So we just snorkeled Drift Loop. It was fantastic. We saw a couple of turtles, we saw sharks, we saw heaps of fish. So these beautiful little iridescent blue ones that were just swimming in big groups. It's just beautiful.
Lots of marine life there to see.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's so many bays here through the national park that you could go and explore, and they're all a little different, but the beach along here is just beautiful. It's all just that beautiful pristine white beach, beautiful turquoise water. Like pretty much any bay you go into, you won't be disappointed.
Tomorrow, out in the boat, catch some squid, chase some spangos, hopefully find a whale shark. And tonight, dinner at Pinocchio's.
Yay! The best Italian restaurant in WA.
Our favourite. Great restaurant. Do yourself a favour, go to Pinocchio's if you ever come to Exmouth. Here at Pinocchio's restaurant, one of our favourite dishes of all time is the chili mussels. That is huge! Chili mussels are the best ever, and only here at Pinocchio's.
Where are we, Timmy?
Pandamini!
Yeah!
My all-time favourite fishing spot in all of Australia. I used to come here fishing at least once a week when we lived here, and it's just the best place. Beautiful. You're always going to catch something here. Jump in the water, catch a prey. It's just an awesome place. And show you all these people for the whale sharks. They're all coming out. All in the whale boats. These are all big whale shark boats. People come all around the world. Find amazing things to be able to see and do here at Exmouth. I'm chasing spangos. Serena's chasing squid. I'm going to use my little gold Halco popper. That is the bomb up here. Just casting that out. Okay, Serena's got a squid jig in.
Timmy's onto something on his little $50 special rod. What is he, Timmy? Guesses?
Woohoo! Exmouth spangos. Serena with her first squid lead. Lift him up out of the water. He's a big fella.
That is one big squid.
Look at the size of that bad boy. Ew! Ningaloo squidlies!
So what's the chance of you landing this one with the little rod?
Slim. Depends how I play it. Depends. If he starts heading to some of the bombies, I'm in trouble. So while he's out in the open like this, I'm ready to tire himself out. He's a solid big spango. Or a big trevally, one or two. Saw him come up, when he's going bang. Epic fight. Big trevally, I'm pretty sure it's a big trevally. It's been fighting for about 15 minutes already on really light gear. That is a solid golden trevally. Have a look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Exmouth is the best fisheries ever. Love it. Oxygen back into his gills, back into his system. That was gold. Well, we've had such a beautiful morning fishing this morning here out on the Ningaloo Reef inside the lagoon and enjoy a little bit of a relax on the beach for a bit, and then we're going to shoot outside the reef and see if we can have a swim with a whale shark, even some manta rays. One of the things we loved living here in Exmouth is we've been out fishing out the back of the reef, and many a times we've had whale sharks come right up to our boat and while we've been fishing, and it's just been such an amazing experience to always see that. You could jump in the water and swim with them, and then generally where there's whale sharks you sometimes see a lot of other marine life as well. Manta rays, we know at the back of the reef you get a lot of manta rays coming, so that's going to be awesome. We'll go and check that out. So the weather is absolute perfect. Look at this. Time to get out and explore. We've spotted a whale shark in the water. We're just going to get up a little bit closer and then we'll put our snorkeling gear on and hop in with it. So you don't see that every day of the week.
There he is, you could jump in and have a swim.
manta rays. I'm going to jump in the water and show you the big manta rays here. Look at him, right near us.
Hope you've enjoyed exploring the Ningaloo Reef with us and our old hometown of Exmouth.
We miss this place. It's a beautiful part of Australia, and if you ever get the chance, you've got to come and see the Ningaloo Reef and visit Exmouth and Coral Bay and all the Coral Coast.
But right now we're off on our next fair dinkum adventure, and we'll see you there.